What's going on YouTube? This is Unger to the Max here, coming at you with a non-Cavaliers NBA game preview. Salute! And I am not in Cleveland. I am actually in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And tonight I am going to arena number 19 on my quest to see a game at every NBA team's arena. And tonight it's Wells Fargo Center, home of the Philadelphia 76ers. So tonight, it's the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. So the Hornets are coming off a loss on, Wednesday? Yes, on Wednesday, February 28th, against the Boston Celtics, 134-106. Meanwhile, the 76ers are coming off a win last night in Cleveland against my Cavaliers, 108-97. And tonight they meet in Philadelphia. Charlotte comes in with a record of 28-34, and Philadelphia comes in with a record of 33-27. Philadelphia is currently sixth in sixth place in the Eastern Conference standings with a record of 33-27, as I said. And Charlotte sits in 10th place in the Eastern Conference standings with a record of 28-34. So Charlotte is trying to gain ground and get back into the playoff picture, while Philadelphia is trying to move up and possibly get home court advantage if they can. So let me give you some stats from Wednesday's game for Charlotte. Hang on here, box score. Okay, for Charlotte, Kemba Walker had 23 points, 0 rebounds, 5 assists. Dwight Howard had 21 points, 3 rebounds, 0 assists. Nicholas Batum had 7 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Marvin Williams had 4 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Jeremy Lamb had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists. Michael Carter-Williams had 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Frank Kaminsky had 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Malik Monk had 3 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, 0 rebounds. Who is this Graham? Trevin Graham had, 2 points. Hang on, I have to pull it back up. 2 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists, 1 steal. Now for Philadelphia statistics from last night's game. Robert Covington had 10 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Dario Saric had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals. Joel Embiid had 17 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. J.J. Redick had 22 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Ben Simmons had 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 rebounds and 8 assists. And Jared Bayless did not play. McConnell played a little bit. He only got 2 points. But those are the stats for the two teams from their last 2 games. So the 76ers, as I said, are trying to climb up the Eastern Conference standings. And this is a big game for them tonight because the Wizards, who I will be seeing on Sunday against Indiana, but tonight the Wizards are at home against the first place Toronto Raptors. And the 76ers, although they won't be scoreboard watching because they have to focus on playing the Hornets, they'll probably be rooting, be slightly rooting for Indiana, they'll slightly be rooting for Toronto in that game, so that Washington loses, and if the 76ers win, it puts them in a better position to possibly gain home court advantage. So the matchup, I think that's going to be fun to watch. Well, there are 2 matchups, actually. Ben Simmons against Kemba Walker, and then Dwight Howard against Joel Embiid. So I think Dwight Howard is past the prime of his career. He was at the top of his game when he was with the Orlando Magic, and they went to the NBA Finals in 2009. Although they lost in 5 games. Yeah, 5 games to the Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers. So, respect to Kobe. Congratulations on getting number 8 and number 24 retired. But once Howard got traded to the Lakers, his career has been downhill. Although he's gotten 2 awesome snake tanks made by Brent Wade. Of the Animal Planet show Tank. So if you haven't seen those 2 tanks, you should look them up. They're awesome. He got a tank for his red-tailed boas in Houston when he was with the Rockets, and he got more tanks for his yellow reticulated python or something. Purple retig, I think it's what it's called. Now that he's with Charlotte, but he has a house in Atlanta. Because I think Atlanta is where he's originally from. But let me look up the stats. So, like I said, Embiid against Howard. Embiid is, I think, one of the new generations of centers, because not only can he dominate the low post at 7 feet, but he can also step out and shoot the 3 or shoot the mid-range. I think he's better at shooting the mid-range than shooting the 3. In his previous 3 games, he's gotten 17 points at Cleveland, 23 points at Miami, and 25 points at Washington. So, yeah, he can score. And he's gotten 14 rebounds. He got 14 rebounds in Cleveland, 8 rebounds in Miami, and 10 rebounds in Washington. And then he got 6 assists in Cleveland, 6 assists in Cleveland, 4 assists in Miami, and 4 assists in Washington. So, yeah, Embiid, he definitely deserved to be an all-star. And then Simmons, he's 6'10", and yet he's a point guard. What I'm curious about is, how are the 76ers going to handle it when Markelle Fultz, who they drafted number 1 overall, who was a point guard at Washington, how are they going to handle that? Are they going to move Simmons to the shooting guard and have Fultz play point guard? Are they going to have Simmons play point guard and have Fultz play shooting guard? How's that whole dynamic going to work? But in Simmons' past 3 games, he got 18 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists in 18 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists in Cleveland, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists at Miami, and 16 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists at Washington. And Simmons, at his size, he can guard pretty much 1 to 3. I don't know if I'm not sure if he can guard 4s. He definitely can't guard 5s. But the X factors for Philadelphia, not just in tonight's game, but for this season, are Covington and Saric. Yes, they're decent forwards, but I think what's missing for Philadelphia to become a true contender is a small forward. And they're trying to recruit LeBron. I think people from Philadelphia actually bought billboards to try and recruit LeBron to Philadelphia, which is, I find, hilarious. But now for Charlotte, the 2 key players for Charlotte are Kemba Walker and Dwight Howard. Kemba is one of the most skilled players in the NBA, and yet for some reason the Hornets put him on the trading block. But obviously they did not trade him. But why would the Hornets even look to trade him in the first place? He's been like their cornerstone. He pretty much led them to the playoffs when they lost to Miami, I think 2 years ago. So I don't get it. Kemba is great with the quick jump shot, and he's very crafty at getting to the rim. But quick stats for Dwight Howard and Kemba Kemba Walker the last 2 games. Starting with Kemba. 23 points, 0 rebounds, 5 assists at Boston. 31 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists at home against Chicago. And then 17 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists at home against Detroit. And then for Dwight, in his last 3 games, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 0 assists at Boston. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist at home against Chicago. And then 17 points, 12 rebounds, and 0 assists against Detroit. So he got a double-double that game. So it should be a pretty good game tonight. I'm not sure what to expect with the 76ers crowd. As I've said previously, the Raptors crowd has been the loudest I've heard. So let's see if the 76ers crowd can beat it. I'm going to say the 76ers win this game, and they hold the Hornets under 100 points. So I'm going to say the score is 107-95 Philadelphia. Alright, so, and as a bonus, I will be doing about a couple live streams during the game. And as I said, I'm going to try and do something I've never done before, and that's not only watch the 76ers intro, but record it so that you guys can see it. So be on the lookout for that. The game starts at 7 o'clock, and this is Unger to the Max from the City of Brotherly Love signing off. Salute, go Cavs, and go Jackets.